Bright flashing by the street lights. Keep waiting till you've arrived. Let it unfold.
Disaster. We're at the airport again. We're hopping on another airplane, so here we go. We're gonna be flying for 12 hours overnight, which will put us somewhere, and then we have a little break, and then we hop on another plane for another 12 hours. Where are we going?
Am I allowed to tell?
No, it's a surprise. We're gonna experience a lot of really great vegan food on this next trip. Gonna go to a lot of vegan restaurants, stay at some beautiful wineries, and then really explore this next country. So stay tuned. So in true Van Dyken fashion, we're trying to find airport food in the airport that's vegan. So we did come up with a few options. So we're here at the PGA Grill at the Honolulu International Airport. We're actually they have a hummus plate, so they had some cheese on it, so we asked them to take off the cheese. They also had a margarita pizza, sans the cheese. Yeah, take the cheese off. And then also they said that the pasta was vegan too, so have a little Parmesan, so just leave the Parmesan off and we're good to go. So those are all new menu items for this restaurant, so I guess they're getting the memo about eating vegan. No animal products, cruelty free.
Good for your body, mind, and soul. Hello.
Hey.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Keep dancing the whole way. Keep dancing the whole way. It's easy to let go. Change your track when it feels slow. Just lose control. Just lose control.
You ready to go to breakfast?
Bright flashing by the street lights. I'm awake.
Jimenez's favorite part of the day.
We love breakfast so
buffet.
much, we come early and we wait for the place to open.
Losing your sight. Pitch black light.
A whole bunch of salad. Basically, it looks amazing.
Make things right.
In case you haven't already guessed, we're traveling to the beautiful country of Israel. Israel happens to be one of the fastest growing vegan countries in the world, so we figured we had to check it out. After a long flight and with some serious jet lag, we checked into our hotel, then we headed out to the market for some falafel. We meandered through the endless winding streets of the old city market, locally known as the souk. There's something in the market for everyone, and we had a great time practicing our bargaining and negotiating techniques with vendors. Back in the day, this was one of the largest markets in Israel and among one of the largest in the Middle East. These streets are the very same streets that were used during the Roman and Byzantine periods. We woke up the following morning, refreshed, recovered, and ready to see the sunrise over Jerusalem. And what a spectacular sunrise it was. We walked around the old city walls, exploring every nook, window, and cranny. We saw the many bullet holes that have scarred the city walls as a result of the years of conflict in this region.
Gonna go get in line, go to Temple Mount, check that out, and then on to the Holocaust Museum.
Busy day. Jerusalem is one of the oldest cities in the world, with the oldest parts of the city being settled in the 4th millennium BC. We walked these streets and climbed the stairs, all the while contemplating the countless human beings before us who have walked that very same path. If you walk in Jerusalem, you're walking on stones that are at least 5,000 years old. You can almost hear the Roman footsteps behind you. During its long history, Jerusalem has been attacked 52 times, captured and recaptured 44 times, besieged 23 times, and completely destroyed twice. Jerusalem is a walled city. Its walls are about 2.5 miles long, 40 feet tall, and 8 feet thick. There are 34 watchtowers along Jerusalem's walls, and there are 7 main gates of entry. Neil Armstrong said when he visited Jerusalem, quote, "I am more excited stepping on these stones than I was stepping on the moon."
All right, so we're here at the base of the Temple Mount, waiting in line. Gonna go up on the Temple Mount here after a while, but in the meantime, we gotta wait in this ridiculously long line. And there's Irminne way back there.
While we were waiting in that long line, we got a special treat. At times, Jerusalem can feel quite heavy given its history, but we quickly realized that this is a living city with real people, real celebrations, and real day-to-day lives.
All right, guys, after intense security, and they took most of our camera gear.
They took my lens I was looking forward to using.
We have phones, so here we go. We're gonna head up on top of Temple Mount.
We made our way up the walkway to Haram el-Sharif, which means the noble sanctuary in Arabic. On our way, we walked right by the Western Wall. This is a very powerful place, and it's revered by the Jewish people. We visit it in more detail in our next episode. Haram el-Sharif, also known as Temple Mount, is one of the most contested religious sites in the world. For thousands of years, it's been regarded as a holy site in Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Currently, it can be accessed via 11 different gates. 10 of them are reserved for Muslims and 1 for non-Muslims, which explains the line and the long security at our gate. Among Muslims, this is the site of one of 3 sacred mosques, the Al-Aqsa Mosque. In Islam, this ground is revered as a sanctuary, and it's thought to be the location of Muhammad's ascent to heaven.
So it's way more deserted up here than I thought it would be. Super quiet, just a lot of armed soldiers and a few tourists and some worshipers for the Al-Aqsa Mosque over here. But it's a cool place to be.
According to Jewish tradition, the first temple was built by King Solomon, the son of King David, in 957 BC and destroyed by the Babylonians in 586 BC. The second temple was constructed in 516 BC and destroyed by the Roman Empire in 70 AD. The Jewish tradition also believes that it is here where a third and final temple will be built. Needless to say, the energy and power of this particular place was especially palpable. After a busy day, we decided to check out the town for a good dinner spot. We lucked out and found this cozy little restaurant that specialized in hummus and soup.
Lentil soup, vegetable soup,
Tastes like Israeli soup.
So Russell, what do you have for dinner?
Oh man, they were out of the falafel, so I got rice and beans, but you know what? I'm stoked about it.
So what does it taste like?
It's like a soup with rice and beans.
Join us next time as we further explore this ancient city Take in the sights and eat the delicious food.